a ship that needs emergency care. This is the Sophia D, a 56,000-ton cargo vessel. She was on her way to China with a load of iron ore when she ran aground off the coast of Brazil and bent her rudder. That left her dead in the water, unable to steer. It took more than a week to tow the ship over 1,000 miles from Brazil to Curaçao, a major deepwater port. Fully loaded, the Sophia D draws too much water to pull out for repair. So the rudder has to come off underwater, and fast. See that iron ore? It was due in China last week, so we're up against the clock to get her fixed. That's where I come in.
I'm here to jump in with a crew of specialty workers repairing major damage done to that ship.
This is Subsea Solutions, an elite corps of commercial divers.
Talk to him, McCombs.
1, 2, 1, 2, how do you hear me, topside?
They specialize in one of the most dangerous jobs on the planet, underwater ship repair.
Come up, snug on Wes and Kelly.
And this is one of their biggest jobs.
Well, are we ready? You're dragging this out enough. Let's go.
Go ahead, Tim.
The first thing I need to do is check in with my new boss, Tim Duncan.
How we
Ready to go to work?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Right off the bat, Tim throws me into the mix.
This is Riley. Guys, this is the new guy. Please go ahead and use him as you would use any new guy. He is all yours. If you want to have your gear cleaned, hats washed, he's the man. Inside the truck, we've got the guys as well that will help you out. Okay.
Tim's got two partners, Jim Allen and Kevin Peters. A bit of an odd couple.
What the other
No, you need to get a plan right now, and you need to build that
I want to
tonight.
go look at what I'm doing. Let's go look at the plan.
These two have been working together for years, and it
Did
shows.
you ask them?
No, but I
Well, then
imagine
you ask them. We can't see it. Tell them.
I've seen enough rudders. I know the distance he's got to
Okay.
put in.
These guys hail from all over the world. Australia, Europe, Florida, India. They roam the globe together, jumping from fix to fix. Looks like I'll have to earn my keep. Already, I feel like a fish out of water.
Oh, come check. Come check.
Yeah, got you loud and clear in the hat. Sounds good.
And this fix is an awesome challenge. To take the rudder off, we have to loosen a gigantic nut and slide the rudder off its shaft. Then we attach enormous airbags and float the 50-ton monster to the water's surface. Finally, we tow it to the ship's crane hooks and lift the beast onto a barge. The subsea team should be able to remove the rudder within 4 days. But every day that the ship stays in port, it's money out of that guy's pocket. He's one of the ship's owners. All he can do is watch and wait, and hope they don't run into any problems.
Turn on this diver.
Jim's sending in two of his top divers, Ron and Jared, for phase 1 of the fix.
He's got style.
That's not what I would call it.
Ready to do? Can you hear me good?
The first thing they have to do is weld metal rings or pad eyes to the bottom of the ship so they can attach massive chains to support the rudder. These guys are amazing. Not only are they expert welders and riggers, but they do all of it underwater. Imagine using heavy tools and machinery with 30 pounds of gear pulling you down and nothing to stand on. Before I can work next to these guys, I have to prove I've got what it takes. In the meantime, I'm going to meet with Kevin and Jim to get my first assignment.
Sir?
Nope.
How do you do?
Kevin Peters.
Kevin, good to meet you. I'm Riley. I'm here to join the crew on the bottom level. I'm your newest green guy, so.
To his,
So you're willing to
really
take
do want
instructions, anything we got as far as we're doing here?
Absolutely. If you need something done, I'm your man.
All right, perfect. What you want to do then, now, is if you get everybody down, you find out what they want for lunch, and then you get that for us.
Lunch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you do good at that,
Then we'll get something else for you.
a better job.
You got it.
That's right.
What do you want for lunch? Fellas, lunch orders.
I'll take a cheeseburger.
Okay.
Up on it. Cheese. Spicy chicken?
Please, spicy chicken.
Yeah.
Kelly, what do you want for lunch?
Take cheeseburger.
Burger, cheese?
Yeah, 2 cheeseburgers.
2 cheeseburgers. Now I gotta find somewhere on this island where I can get 18 burgers, 3 of them doubles, fries, some drinks, and of course for Veda, doesn't eat beef, I need to find spicy chicken. Do you do food at all, like hamburgers? Or...
No,
No, not here.
At the moment, not.
Okay. Let's see. Furniture store.
Great. Kevin, my new boss, sends me on a simple errand and I get lost.
This is not the way we're supposed to go. Hold on, bring it around. Here we go. Right. You gotta have burgers here, right? Hey, buddy.
Hey,
Hey, boss, how you doing, man?
fine, thank you. Yourself?
I'm doing well. I need some hamburgers.
Hamburgers,
Oh,
small, large,
look at that. How about chicken? You have chicken too?
chicken sandwiches.
Chicken, hamburgers.
Yeah.
Score. Hey, man, I know you guys are busy. I got everybody's order, so there it is. I know you're right in the middle of stuff. It's all there. Everybody grab what they want. It's there.
That's great, but we really don't have time for that right now.
Wow, these guys definitely know how to haze the new guy. But it looks like Jim is done with the initiation.
Were you gonna dive or what? Huh?
I'm ready. Send me up, boss. You tell me.
Get all your stuff on. Now's a perfect time.
Okay.
Get over there and have them give you a crash course.
Okay.
You can breathe, you can dive.
Fair enough. I can breathe.
All right.
And I think I can dive, but hard hat diving's a different story, so we'll see. Apparently I'm getting a crash course.
I've done a lot of diving, but this is a different story.
Yeah, I'm going to show you the basics of the mask.
Edgar is going to train me on the dive gear. Instead of scuba tanks, they use heavy helmets with air hoses so they can work for hours without changing tanks.
And if I need more slack, how's that work?
You will tell the surface that you need slack the diver.
Yeah.
If there's any emergency, you don't have air anymore, you just tell them, like, hey, diver got no air, diver's going on bailout.
Okay, slack the diver, pick up on the diver. If I'm out air, going to bailout.
Bailout.
I got all the beta. There's nothing to it but to do it.
So this is close. Good. Here comes your head. Yep. Okay.
Let's try it out. Wow, breathing inside this airtight helmet is a little constraining. And the gear really weighs you down. Working with this rig on has got to be tough. Now, I'm anxious to see the rudder. There it is, just behind the propeller. Look at the size of that thing. It's 30 feet tall, about the height of a townhouse, and it weighs 50 tons. That's more than a humpback whale. This rudder must have really slammed into the seabed.
This plate should look like a top hat, right? Completely flat brim. Instead, both sides of the plate have been peeled back.
How are we gonna move 100,000 pounds under 60 feet of water? This would be a tough fix on dry land. Underwater, this is gonna be a rigger's nightmare. It's day 2 of our rudder fix, and this is what my commute looks like on Curacao. Not a bad spot for a fix. Curacao is about 40 miles off the coast of Venezuela. It's known for its beautiful beaches and fabulous diving. But it's a lot more than just an island paradise. It's a Dutch territory, so you've got this tropical hotspot fused with European charm. Check out this architecture. It's like Amsterdam in the Caribbean. Curacao thrives on tourism, but it's also a major shipping center. with a deep water port. And its crystal clear water is ideal for underwater repairs, like our rudder fix. The subsea team hopes it can get the rudder off tomorrow. Of course, the owners wanted it off yesterday, so every minute counts. But there's a catch. If the rudder shaft is too bent, the rudder won't come off. Then they'd have to cut the shaft. And that would blow this job out of the water, costing the ship owners precious time and millions more. But we won't know that until we get started. The first thing we have to do is cut an opening in the rudder so we can get to the shaft nut. That's what holds the rudder on the shaft.
You want your string tucked in?
This is Kelly, one of their best cutters. He's going down to get started.
How are we looking, Kelly? Yep, I got one more to burn. We'll be good.
Whenever a diver is working below, there's always another up top, communicating with him from this mobile command center. Jared is going to give me a closer look.
So lights, volume communication, the adjustment for everything is all here.
It's all here, yeah. This is everything the diver needs, pretty much.
If he needs something, he just comes up over the comms.
He just
tells
calls
you what
God.
it is.
Yeah.
He calls God.
Yeah, and we send things down.
Yeah, like lunch? Do you ever send down lunch?
We haven't been able to do that yet, but we are working on it. So.
But Kelly will have to wait on lunch. He's got 20 feet of steel to burn through. It'll take hours before he can cut an opening to the shaft nut.
Where's Kelly?
Kelly's down there burning the holes in the crabbing plate. I told you, remember?
Right.
It's time I started working underwater. So Tim gives me a job that all new guys have to pass.
All right, Ed. Take this man underwater and him up as much as you can prop polishing. Play all the tricks that you know, make his life hell, and let him know what it's really like to be a commercial diver.
Okay, we will do.
Polishing a propeller, how bad can it be?
The way to operate it is just, see this handle? You push it forward, it will open. The wheels will start spinning, you have power on it. Push it back, it stops.
It's like a big car polisher.
Exactly.
No. Except we're underwater.
We are underwater.
And it's a giant propeller.
Yep.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Okay, you're right. Just place it right behind here. Yep, inside.
Now that is one big propeller.
Right, you got something to hydraulics on? It's on. Thank you. Here we go. Oh, she gets a little squirrely on you, doesn't she?
This is much harder than it looks. It's kind of like polishing a car, but without any leverage. I can barely keep up with this tool.
I am working so hard to stay up right now. Oh, come on now, there you go. You don't fight me. There we go. There we go. There we go.
I think I'm getting the hang of this.
There you go. That's the front polisher take you. Okay.
Not too bad. But after one blade, I'm wiped out.
Edgar, thank you so much for putting me through that.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
It was beastly.
It's a question of practicing, eh?
Yeah.
The more you practice, the more easy it got.
Right. Clearly, I have a lot to learn on the water.
You know it.
Oh, well, you gotta start somewhere, right?
Of course, of course. Perfect.
I don't have my sea legs yet, but I'm getting there. In the meantime, I hear there's a problem down below.
Full amps on that big machine. Yeah, give me all you got.
We're trying to cut through the rudder to access the shaft nut. But after 2.5 hours, Kelly's hardly scratched the surface. The day's nearly over, and he's still got 15 feet to go.
Ultrathermic. Not welding rod, ultrathermic.
So Jim has decided to bring out the big guns, a new tool that cuts at extreme temperatures.
What's the word? How's it going down there?
We might switch to ultrathermic. It's the cover's a lot thicker than we expected, so it's taking a little longer, so I might switch from carbon arcing to ultrathermic to pick it up a little bit. You know, it's a little bit rougher cut, but we'll knock it off.
And guess what? He's gonna let me, the new guy, try it out.
Yeah. Yeah, why not?
You tell me, why not?
It's okay by me.
That would be fun.
Yeah, put the explosive tool on the new guy's hands. What could possibly go wrong?
That one is, by the way, the most explosive.
No rookie job this time. This is the real deal.
Looks like I'm kind of being thrown in the deep end. I'm gonna go down and try out the new tool. See if we can get this plate off. Apparently it's an explosive tool.
Awesome. Now the sun is going down. I've barely worked underwater and I'll be diving in the dark with a dangerous new tool. What's the worst that could possibly happen?
So when you go to strike an arc, you're going to say, make it hot, at which point they're going to flip a switch up here that's going to energize this electrode. You roughly got 45 seconds to do the cut you're going to do, the rod's going to be gone. And this burns about 15,000 degrees. That's why it cuts so good.
What are the dangerous parts of this tool?
The byproduct of this operation is going to be oxygen, obviously, because it comes from the end, and the electricity creates hydrogen. That's an explosive gas.
Right.
If this meets the explosive gas, you have an explosion, right?
Wow. Yeah, I'm not kidding with the crash course. I'm getting a lot of last-minute information just before I go in to use a brand new tool on a night dive. This is it's a little intense.
This is it. Just gotta jump in the deep end and get the job done.
Jump, brother. You're good. Go.
Showtime. This is nuts. I can't even see where I'm going.
He looked a little timid on the edge. We'll see. I'm gonna guess he's gonna get shocked.
Are you on the job, Riley? Just passing the prop now, about 10 feet away.
Okay.
All right. I'm 60 feet underwater with a tool that produces flammable gas and melts steel at 15,000 degrees.
Make it hot. You're hot.
Here goes nothing. We're behind schedule on our rudder fix, so we have to work through the night. The team has sent me down with Kelly to cut the rudder plate with a dangerous tool, and I'm not exactly sure what I'm in for. What a jolt.
He got shocked.
Oh, man.
Whoa! Maybe again.
Gets you, huh? Really gets you.
This is rough. There's an electric current surging through my arms, and I'm just butchering this cut.
All right, let's see if you can repair what I just did.
Is that it? He just did it once?
Yeah, he's done.
He's done?
He said he's handing it back.
Let me see that thing.
Yeah, I see it.
Yo, hey, Smiley.
Yes, sir.
That's it? One rod?
I'm ready, sir. Just taking a break. Yeah, come on now. You gotta finish. You didn't even know what you had to cut.
Okay, Smiley, this is your last shot, man. Make it good. You gotta make us proud.
How do these guys do this? I'm getting shocked and I can barely stay up. All right, this rod's done. I've made the cut, but it's not pretty.
I can't say I'd be proud of what I did down there.
So what was the problem?
Well, you failed to mention the electric sparks that run through your arms while you're using the tool.
Well, I told you that there was a little bit of shock value to it. You know, that's you get used to that, right? He's complaining about some kind of shock.
What shock? I kind of like it after a while, man.
Talk about tough love. With this crew, it's all about paying your dues.
Well, I might as well learn the hard way.
We all did.
Really?
Yeah.
Y'all learned the same way?
We had a good laugh.
Yeah.
That's the way to do it. Just throw you in the deep end. Go
Absolutely, man.
All right, well, we didn't get much done today, but we'll give it hell tomorrow.
for it. Okay.
All right.
We're gonna give it hell tomorrow. I feel like I just gave it hell tonight.
All right, it's day 3. Yesterday was a long one. So I'm taking the morning off. From work, but not from diving.
Finally got a couple hours off. I've been spending hours and hours of time underwater, and I've only seen a couple fish because there's not a lot of wildlife at the job site. But got a friend of Edgar's to take me out, see if we can't see something a little bit bigger.
Get the line, yeah.
This is Nils. He's taking me to his favorite dive spot, a coral reef that he says few people have explored.
Nils, where are you taking us out today?
This site is called Agua Blanco. It's named after the lagoon that's behind it. The coral is absolutely pristine on this side of the island.
I'm excited, man.
All right, okay, Kevin. I think you're gonna have to put some water now. Okay, have fun.
Nils isn't kidding. The coral here is completely untouched. Curacao is surrounded by reef formations with over 200 species of animals. There's a nurse shark. The edge of this reef drops off into a deep blue canyon. It's incredible. This is a living wall of creatures. A moray eel, and it's a big one. You don't want to get too close to those jaws. This is awesome, but I can't do this all day. It's time to get back to work.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Just pristine coral reef down there. Gorgeous fish, big schools. Oh, classic diving. That's the island diving I've been looking for. Niels, thanks, man. It's a beautiful spot.
It's nice.
Yeah.
Back at the ship, the guys are rigging a critical part of the fix. Support chains for the rudder. We have to attach 3 25-ton chain hoists between the stern of the ship and the rudder before we can remove it. Once they're secure, we'll use them like cranes to lower the rudder off the shaft. This web of chains and rigging is our safety net. If they fail, we lose the rudder. The divers have attached 2 chain hoists already. Just one more to go. When it comes to underwater fixes, these guys take rigging to a whole new extreme.
Just leave it hang there until I get the wire. Hey, what's up? Where's the wire? Is Smiley doing it?
No, he's right here.
I can do it in 5 minutes.
Don't tell me, show me. You know how many guys tell me stuff? Show me, man. Here's your chance to shine, Smiley.
When Jim says go, you better bring your A game.
Lower to the water's edge.
We have to connect the chain hoist to the stern and use the ship's lifeboat crane to lower it into the water.
Coming up easy.
This is where it gets hairy. That's a 2,500-pound chain hoist balanced in a tiny workboat. If anything slips, the chain and chain block could easily crush Jared's legs and drag him under.
Hey, you know it's gonna run when you get so much in there, okay? Yeah. Watch out! Sweet.
You want your man, Rod? Yeah. Ready? Yeah. 1, 2, 3.
Come on, let's go.
All right. Perfect.
Nice, very nice.
Now, we have to disconnect the ship's crane hook.
Smiley says he can do it free diving. Hey, Smiley, just remember, you only get one shot here.
Hey, Riley, I got $50 says you can't do it. First try.
$50, huh?
You're on.
You didn't think I could do it, huh?
Well done. I wasn't sure. I gotta give it to you. No.
I should have taken you double or nothing on the
Should've.
second one, man.
You should have.
Oh,
Missed it. You missed it, man.
my chance.
Yeah, you did. Well done.
Look at that. Well, we got the job done, and I made a little cash on the side.
Yeah.
That's what you get for doubting.
That's right. Yeah. Don't never doubt. Thanks a lot. All right, man.
Appreciate it.
All right.
Are you going to take us out for drinks? Yeah, I'm taking everybody out for drinks. And you guys taking everybody out for drinks.
There you go.
Not a bad day's work, but today was easy. Tomorrow, we drop the rudder. It's day 4 of our rudder fix, and we're behind schedule. The guys have gotten the shaft nut loose as planned, but we've discovered a problem. There's a hydraulic mechanism that should release the rudder, but it's not working. And worse, it's leaking.
He's got a solid stream. Go back to that location.
Go back.
Jim's got to report the bad news to the ship's owner.
Somebody shot a highlight in there.
The rudder won't slide off the shaft.
Tell him shut it off. Yeah. It leaks probably in 2 or 3 places, and if I got more pressure, it would probably leak in more places. So what we're gonna
If the rudder won't come off, they'll have to cut the shaft. And that's his greatest fear.
to the lower pintle,
Getting a brand new shaft takes time.
try to push the rudder off.
And with the ship fully loaded with cargo, time is money. But there may be another way. The team's drawing up a plan to actually force the rudder off with jacks.
And 3 1/4 was diameter?
44 inches, right?
Yes.
The trouble is, it's a tricky procedure. But these guys thrive on problem solving.
3 1/4 was.
Even as the fix is unfolding, Kevin and Jim are managing several other jobs all over the world. And while Kevin's busy putting out fires, Jim helps him deal with an even tougher fix.
See, he smokes too much, and I'm lowering the nicotine content by taking the tobacco out of his cigarettes. That way, you know, it'll extend his life. So you take about 50% of the tobacco out there, it's less than half. He doesn't have the willpower, so I'm just giving him a little extra kick.
These two have definitely been together way too long. While the guys fine-tune their next plan, I'm going to meet Tim at the machine shop to pick up parts.
This is where the magic happens.
You want to have a look around?
I'd love to.
All right, let's go.
It looks like a junkyard, but don't be fooled. Almost every tool, part, and piece of machinery the team needs, they get it here or make it here.
Basically, nothing goes on a rack unless it's been tested.
Keeping up inventory is a big job on this little island.
And then in here, this is where we keep all our hydraulic spares and...
Because if they don't have it here or they can't make it, they have to wait a long time to get it. I've seen Tim's gear. Now he wants to check out ours. So Tim trades places with our cameraman, Eric.
This is where we make stuff for all the boats that we bought. And this is where we put all the stuff.
Right, the stuff is like
That's
right
your
here.
cue to then go over
When
there.
he gestures, then you go to the stuff, show the stuff.
Okay, now we come back.
You come back.
Okay, so anyway, over here we have, this is the color code system. This is what makes the whole thing.
Tim's got his own vision for the show.
The idea is that you generally film what we're doing.
See, he's the host of the show. You generally stay with the host. That's your job.
Tim, don't quit your day job. Back at the ship, the guys have come up with a solution to get the rudder off. We're going to use this steel pipe. Here's how it'll work. The pipe will stand on a 500-ton jack between the rudder and the bottom of the shaft. When the jack expands, it will hopefully force the rudder off. And they've got a special job for me.
What am I doing now?
You're gonna skedaddle up inside that pipe there, up into here, and hold that while you weld that in there.
Right. Where's the piece?
Okay, hang on a second. Kelly, roll that pipe over a little bit. Come on, roll it over a little bit. Whoa, whoa.
Oh, yeah. Uh-huh.
Oh, nice. Yeah, right about there.
Great.
Okay.
Yeah, that's just about right. Good to go. Okay, here we go, buddy.
Great. I get to be a human clamp while he welds the part in place.
Nice work, my man.
That's my life. Charm and glory. It's all charm and glory.
We tried the textbook way to release the rudder. Now we're turning to brute force.
Going down underwater to work on a giant piece of broken steel.
Bent.
Giant piece of bent broken steel.
Yeah.
Underwater, in semi-darkness, with incredibly high pressure hydraulic fluid. What could possibly go wrong?
Gotta love it.
Actually, plenty could go wrong.
Stand by on the pump.
1 million pounds of pressure is a lot of force. The pipe could buckle, the rigging could snap. We need to be ready for anything.
Okay, we're all good. Here we go.
Okay, start pumping. Start the pump.
The pressure's starting to climb, but we've got a long way to go.
We got about 5,000 in it, and it's moved maybe a 3/16 of an inch. Yeah, we need to get up around 20, 25.
We're in a danger zone. Something's gotta give.
How much? 9,000 PSI or 625 bar.
Suddenly, something does.
Yep.
But it's not good.
Yes.
The whole steering system inside went up 3-4 millimeters.
Also the housing?
Going the wrong way.
But the vane was already like this.
Instead of pushing the rudder off, we've pushed the shaft up into the steering system inside the ship. The ship's engineers are anxious to check it out.
Move anything.
Don't do anything
Do
yet.
not move
Just
anything.
wait.
Hey,
You're right, it's loose. Look, just wait. Wait. You're supposed to do what? Because you have divers in the water right now. Okay.
The team heads to the steerage room to investigate the damage. Clearly, the rudder's not moving. We have to stop now before we do any more damage to the steering system.
I bent the thing and I can't turn the nut now.
and the rudder's not hanging on it.
No. No, I'm just breaking it.
Everything's
Just breaking it.
So after all that, we're right back where we started. The rudder is still stuck on the ship. There's only one thing left to do: cut the shaft. They have to fly in a specialized saw from the States. Then we can finally finish what we came here to do. The big saw won't arrive until this afternoon, so I've got some more time to kill.
Tim gave me half a day off, told me to come down to the marina and find his friend. Hey, Fighter?
Yes, that's me.
Hey, Fighter, I'm Riley.
How you doing, man?
Doing well, man. Tim sent me down, said maybe you could do some fishing with me.
Come aboard.
All right.
We're gonna have some fun.
Tim says you know where every fish in the ocean is.
He's lying.
Yeah.
I have to look hard for it.
All right, we're going way out for blue marlin.
Normally we catch them around 200 pounds.
So if we hook into one, what should I do? That's it, just fight them, huh?
Just work.
Ah, yeah. Fish on. Oh, fighting. I must have had to, because that guy was not fighting me the whole time.
You tired of this one?
No, there was something else on there.
Oh, man.
Did you see it? Did you see that fish? It was like that, at least. Sort of, kind of like that.
You know what they say. There's plenty of fish in the sea. So let's hope I can snag a bigger one.
It's on! A big one!
Fish on?
Now he's gonna work a little bit, man.
Now we're gonna work.
Here you go.
Here we go. All right, come on. I gotta tell you, this beats industrial diving. Ah, you puppy. Oh, you're fighting.
Nice, a blue marlin on the line.
Wow, really wants to stay down.
Baby blue.
Oh, look at that.
Down here, it's catch and release. You take out the hook and let him go.
There you go. Let's go, let's go.
Woo!
That's what I'm talking about. Man. That's what I'm talking about.
Man, what a gorgeous creature. How often do you get the chance to pull in a blue marlin?
I gotta tell you, that is a very exciting way to spend a day off. Woo!
The big saw has arrived. And the guys have been cutting the shaft for the last 14 hours. The blade is made out of diamonds, and it works like a bicycle chain. It wraps around the rudder shaft and connects to a flywheel that drives it. It's very abrasive and extremely hard. Like they say, diamonds are forever.
You know, I find I like to go with the cubic zirconium wire. I find the girls don't know the difference, and you just tell them it's a diamond.
That's right.
We've got about 2 hours left before the shaft is completely cut. When it's done, that 50-ton rudder is finally coming off. And we better be ready for it. Meanwhile, I hear there's a shipwreck next to us right here in the bay. So I'm gonna try to find it. This small tugboat sank over 30 years ago, and it's become one of the most popular dive spots on the island. No wonder. It's a cool little wreck covered with coral and beautiful fish. Talk about a damaged rudder. Let's hope our ship ends up better than this. This is it, the moment of truth. After 16 hours, the diamond saw has finally chewed through the shaft. Now we've got to get everything clear so we can start lowering that rudder.
All right, next time I come back up, we should have that rudder broken off the ship. Here we go.
Just to reconfirm, all the chain falls are snug.
That's correct.
Think about it. All 50 tons are now resting on those chain falls.
Come up, snug on Wes and Kelly. They're umbilicals.
Before we go any further, we want to keep the divers' umbilicals tight and clear of the rigging. If something goes wrong, we can use them as lifelines to pull the divers out.
Now what we're going to do is try to lower the rudder down from disengage the pintle and lower it away from the ship.
This is intense. At this point, every tiny movement is a chance for disaster. The rigging could snap, the rudder could swing out and smash the propeller, or the whole network could break and go straight to the bottom, taking Wes and Kelly with it.
Guys, just make sure you're not in between any pinch points between the chain fall, the rudder, you know.
Okay, on my mark, you go down, right? So I'll go 1, 2, 3, right? You ready? 1, 2, 3.
Look at that. 50 tons of rudder on the move.
Yeah, it's moving. All right, it's dropping.
Sweet, stop.
Almost there. This is amazing. They're juggling 100,000 pounds of metal. Moving from chainfall to chainfall, lowering the rudder away from the ship.
You're talking about 50 tons like this. Slow and steady is the name of the game here. Whoa, there she is. That rudder is coming out. Woo! She's fully out outside. She's swinging. She's swinging.
Roger.
Give it a minute, let her settle down.
Then you want to level it out and bring it down.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
I'll just let it sit for a second here. I've never been so happy on a job in my life. Thank God.
Hey, well, if it was easy, anybody could do it.
Yeah. Okay,
Now, did my man Smiley get in the water to see this?
Smiley's in there as we speak.
I would have had him make the final cut. I mean, the last thing you need is get one of our divers in.
We should have put him in there. I didn't think of that.
We can get another guy like that.
Yeah.
Finally, after several days and some tough setbacks, it's great to see that rudder come off so smoothly.
I'm ecstatic. This is top level. This is as high as I get.
We're not out of the woods yet. We still have to get the rudder out and onto the barge. Kelly and Wes are down there deploying airbags to lift the rudder. But something's not right.
All the weight is in the forward side. It's moving.
That's correct.
We're in trouble.
Hey! Hey! Get on the slack! Up on Wes's!
They're pulling the divers back.
Jesus. We got a fucking serious problem now.
The rudder's flipped upside down. This could sink the mission. We've got to rethink our strategy, and fast.
The rudder's down like this. You filled the after ones first. Here's what happened. The rudder went like this.
But the situation's even worse than Jim thought.
The other side, because it flipped over. It doesn't do anything.
It flipped like this too?
Yeah.
Here's what happened. As they filled the rear lift bags with air, the rudder's center of gravity completely shifted. It became top-heavy, turned upside down, and rolled. Now it's caught in the chains.
We got to take the lift bags off and go over there and lower it. And hope it rights it.
Jim's sending down Ron to see if they can shift the rigging and flip it back. It's an extremely dangerous plan.
If that thing goes, it'll swat you like a fly.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
This is crazy. We're attempting to undo a 50-ton somersault underwater. And it's getting dark. The bottom of the rudder is close to hitting the propeller. And they need to pull it back. This is bad news.
Something happening. It's something over now.
And it just got worse.
All stop. All stop.
This is a critical moment. The rudder has shifted and we can't tell what's happening.
You think something broke?
Something happened. It shifted around and a loud bang.
Ron investigates the damage. Looks like we dodged a bullet. The rudder just missed the propeller. But the situation is getting worse by the minute. It's getting too dark to see, and the rudder is dangerously unstable.
Do you still have a load on the chain?
There's no way we can turn it right side up without risking the divers or maybe smashing into the propeller. Jim's got to make a quick decision.
What we're gonna have to do is hold this thing in position and put some lift bags on it and pick it up just like that, I think.
Okay. We just take it out upside down.
They're going to reposition the lift bags and float the rudder out upside down.
We've got the rudder floating on the lift bags. Now we're gonna see if we can't drag it around to the far side where the cranes are waiting. Yeah, go ahead slowly.
Go ahead, roger that. Okay, someone shine a light on them.
Here we go.
Let me know where the ship is all the time.
Yeah, we're coming up on the ship, quick.
Take up the slack of the line.
I got it, I got the line. You get the line, I'll get the ship. This is intense.
Right behind us, there's a 50-ton rudder floating just below the surface, held up by those big balloons. That's the barge where we hope to set her down.
All right. Whew. That was a little hairy, but we got the rudder over here in one piece, and that's what counts.
The divers are attaching the crane hooks now.
Tell them to hook up one of those wires on number 3. I'm going to come down on the crane right now. Coming down on number 3.
This thing is going to be overloaded, so I want you ready to move the barge over when I lift it up. Get the boat running and everything ready.
Boat running and everything ready.
Okay. No delays.
There it is. There it is.
Time to start lifting.
Pull the crane back a little.
Both ship cranes have to be carefully synchronized. Easy does it.
Number 4, swing right.
Coming down.
It's on. Bring it down, bring it down. We're gonna make contact right over there.
Down. There you have it.
Nice. That is what I'm talking about, baby.
Yeah, bring them all the way down, cut them off.
Okay. Just trying to clear this rig. There we go. Get it back in. Beauty. Cool. Rigging cleared. Look at that. That's a rudder on the barge. Congratulations, man. Congratulations. Look at that.
Incredible. We almost lost her, but thanks to the subsea crew, the rudder is safe. And the Sophia D is one step closer to getting back on the high seas.
That is a beautiful sight. Let me tell you, after fighting so long and so hard to remove this rudder underwater, it's a really satisfying feeling to finally see it high and dry. And I won't let
Now,
go.
was that the biggest rudder you ever seen?
That is the biggest rudder I have ever seen. Certainly the biggest rudder I've ever removed underwater. That was amazing. You don't disappoint, man. That is quite a lift, seeing that thing come up. Congratulations, guys.
Thanks.
Yeah. Well done.
Thank you.
Thank you.
No, thank you.
Thank you.
Well, I made it through Hell Week, and I think it's official. I'm one of the crew.
I'm gonna miss you, man.
Get out of here.
So if you're thinking about joining up with these guys, just tell them Smiley sent you. But don't blame me if you get shocked.
Don't worry, Mom. This is perfectly safe.